Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Caffeine Corner. Yes, I have my caffeine here. This is my coffee. It is nice and warm. And I actually went out and I bought some actual sweet and loaded Cheshire. So my coffee is nice and sweet. I've been drinking it black for like last couple weeks. So I've actually got some sweet coffee.
Oh, hot damn.
Oh, I can hear myself. Am I doing it on my end?
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
I am.
me.
I'm fixing it. I think it was mine.
It's all of us.
But anyways,
we're all doing
good
it.
morning. Yeah, I know we had so many technical problems this morning, and yet we still started on time. That was amazing. Thank you, Dave.
Hooray!
That's what happens when you have an actual producer. Yeah. Because I don't know what the hell was going on this morning. But anyways, we are doing a call-in. Yeah, we're going to be trying to do a call-in. I don't know what the hell you guys want to talk about, but one at a time, call in. We do have, obviously, things in place in case we get some idiots on the line, because you know there's a lot of idiots out there. But we do have one idiot already in here, but we're going to get to him in a second here. But anyways, Chesh, what do you got for us first? You got some stuff going on. Why don't you tell us what's going on in your channel before you get into the people calling to call in and ask us questions that we're not going to know the answers to, because that's what we do.
Well, I'm currently waiting for YouTube to update so I can send my email in my application to get my channel monetized. So that's happening. Woohoo!
Yay! It doesn't
also
take you like 6 months like it did me.
I hope not. Also, apparently, Brett Kean is coming onto my channel tomorrow, sometime afternoon. I'm still waiting for him to get back to me about what time. I guess.
Yeah, you heard that right, guys, by the way. You did hear that correctly. Repeat that again, just in case they didn't hear you correctly.
Steve has blessed me with the opportunity to talk to Brett Kean on my channel.
I don't know what the hell that's going to be about. I have no idea.
Well, he gave me a list of questions. Like, he made a video with a list of questions. So I guess I'm going to answer his questions and maybe discuss those things a little bit. And that's going to be a little bit silly, I think. And I put out on Twitter for people to ask him questions. So I have a couple of them. So we'll probably talk about that kind of stuff. I think my first question for Brett is essentially going to be, so tell me in your own words how At Least I'm Not Brett Kean came about.
That's actually a pretty good question, actually. Yeah, this is more like her rite of passage.
Yeah.
Everybody has to deal with Brett at least once.
I don't know why this was gifted to me, but I guess I'm going to deal with it.
He showed up one day in live chat. It's been a while. I haven't talked to Brett in, what, a year? I mean, I've known Brett for, what, 5-6 years? But, yeah, I don't have anything to do with the guy. But, you know, I'm not going to, like, bash on him 24/7 because that's, like, nothing. I don't really care about Brett one way or another. But I didn't know he was still around. I'm actually surprised he's still on the internet.
Yeah, so I'll be covering that, and I'll probably end up actually playing his video and just going through each of the questions with him there, so we can actually make it a little bit more of a discussion. I'll
listen to it, by the way. I'm definitely going to be listening.
On Wednesday, perhaps? I have to go. I'm going to be going to house sit for my sister again, and this time I'm actually just going to bring my setup with me. So I'm going to try to, on Wednesday, stream the second half of the first Portal game. And do some more art.
Oh, you're going to play Portal without me. I got you.
It's the first one. It doesn't have a co-op option.
It doesn't have co-op, I know.
I'm trying to, like,
I'll tell you what,
everybody on the same page. For
get people familiar with it, right? But then we'll play a co-op Portal 2, and then there's a mod that I downloaded. Have you played that mod yet? Because I don't know if the mod's co-op, but what is the mod called? It's called Granny's Mod or something. I don't remember. But it's got, like, I don't know, like 20 some odd levels, so it's pretty significant mod, and it's free. So, but I haven't tried it yet.
That's cool. Mods are cool. Mods are underrated.
Yeah, no, I think it takes a lot of effort for somebody to make some of those mods. I mean, I haven't played it yet, but I looked at some of the screenshots and it looks pretty legit. So somebody actually took a lot of time to actually mod that game to add a whole another play to it. I mean, if you've got 20 some odd levels, that's a lot for a Portal, because I mean, how many levels is Portal?
That's
like
a lot.
20 something?
I was really hoping that Portal 2 would have a lot of, like, DLC puzzles for the multiplayer, and then it just never came out. So if you found a mod for it, hell yeah, I'm down for more puzzles.
I'll give you the link. Well, you know, it's funny. Speaking of portals, We have a caller on the line right now who every day, legit, every day in the morning, who he lives thousands of miles away, so there's a huge time zone change. Every day at like 4 a.m. in the morning, I get a message. Have you finished Portal yet? Have you finished Portal yet? The cake is a lie. Have you finished Portals yet? So speaking of who that is, caller, are you still there?
You know why that is, Steve? That's because you didn't finish Portal, a game that you can literally play through in 1 hour.
I finished it.
Yeah, after like 1 year.
I messaged you. I said I finished it, and now I'm starting Portal 2. And then for another 3 months, I got at 4 o'clock in the morning. Did you finish Portal 2? Did you finish Portal 2? Did you finish Portal 2? Well, that's okay. You were pushing me. I get it.
Yeah, I need to, because you wouldn't start it from your own, right?
It was
And
fun.
by the way, if you still haven't played Portal 2 after like 2 years, you're missing out on something, man.
No,
it's literally one of the best games ever.
Cave Johnson, dude.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, I finished it. Matter of fact, Cheshire and I are going to play some co-op here eventually. She's going to, like you said, what are you going to do? Play Portal 1 on your channel for a little while, the first half of it, and get people familiarized with it, and then we're going to play co-op?
I've already done the first half.
Oh, you already did the first half. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do like it's not that long of a game. I played it for 2 hours, and I was impeded by a goose.
People are like, you said that person on the call sounds German. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, that's because I am.
Yeah.
And by the way, Steve, the comment you made earlier regarding not letting Germans join, you know, at this point, if I wanted to go into the US, I would probably be thrown out at the airport because, first of all, I'm German, which means that I'm a Nazi. Second of all, I'm a chemist, which means that I'm a bomb builder. And third of all, I'm an agnostic, which means that I'm also a terrorist.
Yeah, you're screwed all the way 6 ways to Sunday, man. You ain't ever come to my country, man. Never. But, you know, by the way, people don't know, Gio is actually a real chemist. What's that, Chesh?
Yeah, for the people that don't know, I actually got my PhD position, so the position for where I can do my PhD yesterday. So I'll be heading out to another country and do that over there, about 3 years approximately.
So I want to make sure. Like chemistry is chemistry in German the same as chemistry in like English and American? Is it the same? Does it work the same?
Yes, it does. Even though our words are longer.
Yeah, is that weird that you have to learn like 2 different languages for the same thing? Like, how do you say stoichiometric in German?
Stoichiometrie.
Yes, is there actually a German way of pronouncing it, or it's the same word? You just putting it in German accent?
Well, there's a few extra letters, but otherwise it's mostly pronunciation. So regarding words, scientific words, I just learn them in both languages. So it's not that big of a deal. Regarding the master thesis, I wrote it in English anyway, so I'm familiar with it. Actually, I'm sometimes in the situation that I know a word relevant for chemistry in English, but I don't know it in German, which is a kind of awkward position to be in.
How they do that? Like, how does a doctor memorize 2 complete different types of terminologies? Like, how do you say there's the things in English, heart, brain, liver, pancreas, and then you got to learn them in another language as well. It seems like twice the amount of crap you've got to learn.
Well, you would probably argue that you're learning them in 3 languages because a lot of things, especially in biology, have a whole nother like lineage name or a Latin name. Yeah. So you're learning 3. But I would imagine it goes the same way. You would just memorize it as you're coming across those words, right? So like you have to learn a new word anyway, so you're just learning it twice.
Correct. And that'll be extra annoying considering the fact that in the country that I'm heading for, they are natively not speaking English or German. So I'll learn another one. That's nice.
Well, let's do a quick pop quiz to the live chat. I'm gonna give a number and see if anybody I know you know, but let's see if anybody in the live chat knows. Ready? I've had this memorized since high school. I mean, ready? 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd.
Avogadro's number.
Oh, you ain't playing, dude. That was for the live chat.
Yeah.
See the German always
fine.
German screwing it up again.
The German is ignoring.
I thought I was supposed to compete with the chat. Whatever. Fuck it.
No. Whatever. Yes, Avogadro.
They got the leg anyway, so whatever.
What do you want?
He's German. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you got any
So
other
regarding
questions?
As long
so
as he's
I
stepping
actually
over Steve.
complete
What?
change of topics. I actually have a question to you guys. Cheshire, Brad Kean, why?
Steve made me do it.
Cliff, like I had anything to do with that.
Oh yeah, You totally weren't in your. Well, he was in your live chat saying, "Hey,
Oh,
you should go talk to Chesh."
I was like rite of passage, man. We've all had to do it, man. We've all been there,
I
done
didn't have
that.
anything to do with it. It's a rite of passage. You need to do it. See, I told you. He made me do it.
And you know what? You're probably going to people watching it.
Probably.
And so,
people want to
how
watch me
did
suffer.
this entire affair happen?
He just popped up in the live chat.
Why did he talk to you regarding a hangout, and why would you recommend it, Steve? Because it's going to be painful.
Somebody had told him I was looking for him, and I wasn't. But since he was already here, we just were talking to him in the live chat, and then he started talking to Chesh. I think he was like flirting with her or something really creepy or like that, and I don't know.
Steve was busy fishing. He doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, exactly. I was busy doxing people. Don't you know that? Did you hear me typing? If you hear me typing, there you go. I just doxed 12 people. That's efficiency right there.
12.
But that's how it came about, Gio.
Yeah.
Are you going to watch it tomorrow?
I mean,
fishing.
Depending on the time, I will try to watch it live. Yes, but do you actually know the time already?
No, I don't know. It's going to be sometime afternoon. I'm waiting for him to get back to me about when he's available afternoon.
That's 6 p.m. my time approximately. I might. Again, it depends on how late it's going to be.
Yeah. What it comes down to is essentially Steve was fishing and he caught a manatee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to ask about that too? How he became in the manatee?
I think I got that one figured. I think I've got that one figured out. I think that one's the obvious one. So I don't know if I'll ask that question.
Well, I have a question for him that you can ask, since it saved me time, so I don't have to go to the Twitter and put it in there like everybody else is doing. Here's my question, and you can memorize it or write it down or do what you got to do. My question is to him is this. What is his official theological position now? Because he's gone from atheist to Christian to hating Christians to hating atheists to all over the spectrum. So
you wanted me to interview him because you were curious about this and you didn't want to host him yourself.
No, he just goes back and forth. Whatever's like the flavor of the day. It's kind of odd how fast he changes his positions. It's like whatever side seems to back him, he'll go with, like a lot of people we know. Oh, we got a super chat.
Yeah, I can ask him about that and see what's up. Helios 57545. Can anyone make Chesh interview people of our choosing? Because I have met so many fun ideas for people to talk to her. This will be a beautiful disaster. Pretty much.
To talk to her or to talk to Brett?
Pretty much, yeah. No, make me interview people, whoever they want.
Oh.
If you can talk people into coming to talk to me, I'd probably pretty much talk to anybody. I'd probably have a handful that I would just veto the hell. I'd be like, absolutely not. But you're welcome to fling people at me and see what happens.
I think we had a super chat before we even got started, so I'm going to read that one real quick because we weren't live at the time. So one sec. It is, from Helios again. I wonder if it'll let me do this. Here's to all my wonderful friends. May you always be in healthy and have endless supply of caffeine. Aww. Endless supply of caffeine.
It let you do it.
It did let you do it. Yeah, you can actually do a super chat prior or after, as long as the live chat's open. They do go through, and then it, I get it on my main, whatever the hell it is, Creative Studio. So if I don't get to it, if it's like after the stream, I'll read it next time. So
sounds good.
So anything else you got for us? Jill Strieber. Oh, by the way, say your name the perfect way to do it, the German way of doing it. Because I always say Jill Strieber, but I know that's not right.
Steve, at this point, I'm pretty much used to everybody getting it wrong, but just for you, it's Geostreber.
Okay, Chesh, you do this one.
Geostreber?
Geostreber.
Geostreber.
Right, because
Almost.
they don't have a hard E like we do. Like they don't go E with the E.
Do you want
Oh,
to try it?
German.
Okay, you say it, Dave.
Geostreber.
That's
Well, you speak better
better.
German than the rest of us.
I did
You know,
spend
the
some
only
time
two
there.
people that I know that are not native speakers that got this right are Sean Hufford and Jared from 82 Productions. But that
So
took me
Sean and
years to
Jared got it
train
right,
them.
but I can't. So I'm way off. Say it one more time. And I'll try to get. I'll do my best here. I'm going to try here. Ready? Go ahead and say it, and I'm going to listen very intently, and I'm going to try to say it as perfectly as possible. But remember, I can't do German. But go ahead. Ready? Listening.
Geostrebe.
Geostreber.
Almost. I'll let that count. You may live another day.
There's an R roll, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
I
is.
can't roll my R's.
It's
No,
just
see,
three.
this
It's
is legit.
three.
I think I'm genetically impossible to roll R's. Matter of fact, when I took Spanish, my Spanish teachers could never get me to roll my R's. I would say like perro instead of perro. You wrote like dog. I would say but. I can't roll my R's, so I can't even say dog in Spanish because it's just I have no ability to roll my R's. Can you do it, Geostreeper, Chesh?
You mean roll my
You guys roll
R's?
yours?
Of course.
Yeah. Chesh, can you?
Yeah, I can roll my R's. Yeah, it's part of French.
Say dog in Spanish.
I don't remember what's
so
the word for
perro.
dog in Spanish.
Perro with a rolled R.
Perro?
Yeah. See, I can't do that for $1 million. I swear to God, I couldn't do that. I think it's genetically impossible because I have tried my entire life, and I have no ability to roll my R's. That is one of my major things in my life that I've failed at
and is
doing.
it G
I got an A
or
in
is
Spanish,
it
but
G? Is it Geo or Geo?
Geostreber.
It's
It's Geo. There's no G sound in there.
Oh,
Like in
so it's just
Grand.
Geostreber.
Besser.
Geostreber?
Yeah. Almost. Geostrebe.
Geostrebe.
I hear a G when he says it.
I do too.
There's no G.
Well, this is the weirdest
If there's a G,
corner
then my
ever,
microphone is
man.
fucked. It's Geo. Geostrebe.
Geostrebe.
Why is there nobody in Spain with that genetic disorder?
Just come up with something simple, man.
Geostrebe. Geostrebe. I don't know. I don't know German at all.
What does that mean, anyways?
It means earth nerd.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Gila was Earth, but
Yeah, Streber means nerd. That's it.
because
Earth
you're
nerd.
one of those expert flat Earth debunkers.
No. That nickname is way older. That's a story for an entire episode.
Oh,
I
really?
guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did not choose this nickname myself. It was given to me by my very cruel classmates about 15 years ago.
Oh, you mean they gave you a nickname that you didn't like?
Yeah, and I just decided to go with it.
See, I was the opposite. I had a great nickname in the Navy, and I loved being called actually. I was called Scooter, and even the officers called me Scooter McRae, and I love that. So if people want to call me Scooter, by all means, I'm fine with that. But I probably hear it and I'll think, oh, am I back in the military? But I got lucky because I was like, okay, there's a lot of worse things to be called. Yeah, I kind of like being that called Scooter. So
How did you end up with the nickname Scooter?
because I guess there was a basketball coach.
And do crunches to walk forward.
No, I guess there's a basketball coach back in the day that from Florida, I think, named Scooter McRae, from what I understand. That's the story that I've heard. I don't know if that's just what I heard was in the Navy. But anyways, it's just one of those things. You never know how nicknames come about, right? But for 4 years, I was known as Scooter on my boat, so I got used to it.
Really?
I
You
liked
never
it.
know how nicknames come about? Never?
Well, sometimes, I mean,
I was called a
sometimes
dwarf
they
in
just-
high school. Wait, how did that come about?
that's not really original. I thought you were called homunculus.
I didn't get called that. I just am that.
I'm pretty sure,
So
Steve,
that
the
was your real
people
nickname,
carrying
Dwarf?
real nicknames wouldn't be able to even spell homunculus.
I can't. Yeah, no,
Homunculus.
I suck at spelling.
I had dwarf and leprechaun were two of the.
Dave, what was your nickname?
Well, I was called Shaggy because I was tall and nerdy.
Well, that's not bad.
So I looked
Yeah.
a lot like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo when I was young.
Yeah, Shaggy's pretty cool. So Shaggy and Scooter, man, that's actually a
That's
pretty
good.
cool. Yeah, I like that. All right, Gio. We're gonna try to get some other callers in here, man. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. So thanks for having me. I'm heading out anyway. So bye, guys. I guess.
Bye. I'm leaving
How do you
anyway.
say
Screw you
bye
guys,
in
I'm
German?
going home.
Later.
Ostenschwagen, Leifen. I don't know. All right, I'm going to put the number to call in there. You can call in with the telephone, or you can actually just come in with the heat meets. Link is in the video description as well, but I just put in the live chat. So, but we have Dave's screen call screening. Yeah, there you go. I have not
Good
had enough
Lord.
caffeine yet. I'm telling you, I didn't sleep that great last night. Yeah. So I'm still waking up.
Do we know a J. Rasu?
Well, just put them on mute and see who they are first.
Okay.
And by the way, don't show it before you know who they are. But who's this?
It's not Puck.
Jay?
Oh, Jay, can you hear us? Hello.
They can't hear
I'm
us.
very confused now.
Why?
Oh,
Oh.
we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Can he hear us? Can he hear you, Dave?
There's also a phone that calls.
Hello.
Yeah, you know what? Just do the phone stuff. That way we don't have to worry about the
Oh,
video
it's very
stuff.
dark, isn't it?
It's very dark. Yeah.
Well,
But you can hear us?
Can you hear us?
No. I mean, going forward. Just do
No,
the
he's
video.
hearing us.
I can't hear
He's hearing us through
anything.
the video. Yeah, he's hearing us through the video. So let's see.
That's why I'm
we
saying
can't
do
hear
the
anything.
call in, and they won't have to worry about it.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I can't hear anything, so this is obviously not working.
Love the accent, though.
All right.
I love his accent.
I do too. Pio's.
Yeah, have him call in the phone, but use the phone.
Okay.
So take off
Because
the video.
There's probably a permissions issue like what I was having.
Right. That's why you don't have to worry about with the phone.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And now Pio's trying to join at the same time. This was not the way to do this, Steve.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just have him call in by phone. Unless, like, Pio, if he's already here. Is Pio already in the call?
Pio's in the call.
Hi, Pio.
Hello.
Pio Chanel number 5. Can he hear us?
I don't know. He should be able to.
Is
Oh,
everybody having
heard
permissions
me.
issues today?
Well,
We tested the audio going that way with Geo just 2
Yeah.
seconds ago.
Pio. Oh, he can hear us, but
Pio
we
can
can't
hear
hear you,
us.
Pio.
But we can't hear you.
Go to your permissions up in
Oh,
the corner,
no.
up on your URL where it's a little padlock, and make sure that you have it set for allow mic and allow camera. Mostly allow mic, but
Oh, did I just hear somebody whisper?
yeah, I think it was Dave though. Was that Dave you whispering?
Oh.
No,
It's now. No.
Oh, I think I hear him.
Hello.
Pio.
Hello. Yeah. I have to
Hello.
click on allow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How are you?
usually what's happened. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Oh, it's too much. Oh, fuck.
Okay, he just
Pio, are you
left.
okay, man?
He just left.
What? What is happening today?
I don't know. This is not going as we planned.
Well, we didn't much plan.
We really didn't plan that much, but yeah, we just kind of.
Well, there's not much to plan. I mean, it takes about 20 minutes to set up, but I don't know why they're not getting permissions, because when you log in, it asks for that. It says, allow for camera, allow for mic. You want to try back there, Pio? Or it's too difficult, he says. All right, well, there's the phone. Try in again. So try somebody try with the phone number, because I already tested the phone number. The phone number actually works, and then give your information to Dave, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, we have Bernhardson. Bernhardson? I have no idea who this person is. Should I let
Let's find
him in?
out. Sure.
Okay.
Just remember, trebuchet, whatever that word is.
Hello. Hello.
Just remember, you got to turn off the video.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Oh,
Hey, how you doing?
You. Josh, we can't hear you.
Good. This is J.R. Perez. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Yes, we can hear you. There we go. Now we can hear Chesh.
Oh, okay. This is the first time I do this, man. This is J.R. Perez. How you guys doing?
What you got for us, man?
Nothing, man. I was just at another hangout. People talking a lot of crap. I don't want to get into it now here, but it was about the little group here. But just thought I'd hop in and say hi.
We got a lot of people talking about us. We're popular, good, bad, or indifferent, and it's one of those things that even negative publicity is still publicity, right? So as long as you know what, if they stop talking about you, you're probably dead. You know, so.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't understand. Really, I mean, this is to me, it's stupidness. I don't know if that's a word, but anyway, I mean, the evidence, everything is out there for people to see, and they just take some stupid guy's word for it. It just blows my mind.
That's the internet nowadays, isn't it, though? It's like tribalism 101. It's whatever person mostly is putting out information that I want to hear rather than what is the facts, right? That's their way that a lot of people live their lives. And this is what Cheshire and I do on this Caffeine Corner a lot, is we explain to people things like context. We explain to people and give them the tools to differentiate between people that are just, bullshitting people for views and people that are actually wanting to have conversations and talk about things and be honest and ethical considerations. And I think that it's actually paid off because Cheshire, correct me if I'm wrong, but people have actually taken the 5 C's and used them in places.
Oh yeah, I've seen them popping up left, right, and center, and people calling out fallacies left, right, and center. It's actually been a lot of fun, and it's been fun to watch. And at the same time, what I probably make note of is that the people who are watching these channels aren't usually taking this person's word for it. They're usually just going along with the troll.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually just, oh well.
Yeah, that I could agree with. I want to say I felt bad, but not really. I was just calling them idiots and all that, and I was surprised they didn't.
I don't feel bad for any. I don't feel bad for any of them, man. I don't. I don't even invest any time thinking one way or another on them. To be honest with you.
I hear you. Well, listen. It was really nice talking to you. I just wanted to try this out. I follow you guys all the time. I enjoy what you guys talk about, so continue your work, man.
I appreciate it. By the way, did you watch the Non Sequitur show? Were you a fan of the Non Sequitur show?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Believe me, I know the whole routine. I've been following you guys for about 1.5 years now, almost 2. So.
Oh wow.
That's my favorite type of caller. People that because we recognize there are people that are following that haven't really been on the live chat, been on air. Yeah. No,
I remember. I caught the Non Sequitur at the end though, but I was following a lot of the community, the flat Earth community. Debunking the flat Earth with Team Skeptic and all them. Then I got into the Non Sequitur, and then you guys were gone.
Yeah. Well, we know the reasons behind that, right?
Oh yeah. No,
we're trying to get it. We're trying to bring it back. It's just going to be slow. It's going to happen. It's just slow.
No, I listen. I mean, like I said, I've been following what you guys have been doing, and all the hearsays from the other side. It's all hearsay, all conjecture. It's all narrative, false narratives, whatever you want to call it.
Wait, so are you trying to say that Cheshire is not really 17?
Say what?
Are you trying to say that Cheshire is not really 17? That I don't really have a troll army? That I'm not king of the world? Cheshire is not exactly 4'10". By the way, she actually is. By the way, so that actually was true.
I'm 4'10" and a half.
No.
Thank you very much.
No, I think Cheshire is 19. I think she's 19. Okay. But I do love her art. I love her.
She's good, right?
That's pretty good artwork.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's good. She really is good. And I also like the hangout she had with the other girls. That was pretty nice.
Oh, that time of the month?
Hello? Yeah. You guys were talking about, I think it was at the Chills. I think it was at the Chills when Oh, was it you that was there?
The
Yeah, you
shills.
was, I think you were there,
Oh,
no?
the
Shills.
shills. The shills
Yeah.
did another one. I was in the
Yeah,
live
they were
chat
talking-
for
they
the
had
shills,
a-
and I did one.
Yeah, I actually produce that, but that's another channel. Like I do lots of different stuff. We actually have.
We're happy to
kind of-
promote the shills. Yeah,
we
love
actually
the
have
shills. We love those guys.
3 other people in the call right now.
Oh, yeah?
I thought we were gonna do one at a
Hello?
time. That's okay.
Oh,
we'll
I'll tell you
figure,
what,
we'll figure it
I'll
out.
let
Figure it out.
you...
Well, apparently it
I'll let-
just
I'll let-
it just when you call in, apparently it just lets
Alright,
you
thank
in.
you.
I have no control
I got
over
you.
it.
Okay.
I got you. Listen, I got to go anyway, guys. But listen, I appreciate you guys taking my call. You know, and I'm a follower of you guys. And if anything I could do to help you guys out, hey, I'm out there, man.
Just share the
JR
links.
Perez,
Yeah, you know
that's
what?
me.
Just share the links. Just watch and share links and just be honest. That's all I expect from anybody that watches our stuff is that they have some kind of ethical considerations and they're honest because if by now people can't see the people that have been telling the truth from day one versus the people that are just running script to try to character assassinate people, then I don't think those people are going to. The ones that accept character assassination are not the ones that are going to be our audience. We're not going for them, right? Because they're never going to develop the skill set to differentiate between the two. So, we appreciate it.
I agree,
a lot.
man.
Well, that or if they're just going for the fun of the troll.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, or they're just
Yeah,
they just enjoy trolling, right? So I mean, that's not the audience we're going for.
Yeah. No, but like I said, I really enjoy you guys watching you guys, the Chills, Team Skeptic, your channel. I enjoy it, man, and I try to follow along and I try to be nice when I can, but when I hear somebody start bullsh, it really just ticks me off, and I just call them a pathetic idiot. But that said, I'll let you guys go, man. I know you guys probably got other
All right,
calls.
thank you, good
so,
sir.
Hey,
Thanks,
you guys
have a good
take care,
day.
okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So now we have another caller who's been waiting quiet and patient. We also have Ilya Moon and Per Bernhardson.
Let's do the patient one first.
Bernhardsson. You guys can never pronounce it anyway, so I don't care.
Van Hudful?
Oh God, here we
You-
go again.
Yeah, exactly.
Another one, Van Hudful. Okay, what do you got for us?
Oh, nothing special. I just wanted to complain about how you pronounce Geostrebe.
I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. No, actually, I had a friend of mine who's no longer with us, sadly. He died a few years back. He stayed in the US for a couple of years, and he and his wife, actually, they were asked if their son could be in a medical trial. Or actually not medical, scientific research anyway. It was how children especially hear sounds. And
Is it
they
through
actually made
colors?
him.
Is purple really
Excuse me?
loud?
Oh, sorry.
Is it?
I'm not used to this these mics.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just making a flat earther joke. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you broke my train of thought. Yeah, he
a
did that
trial
test.
like how kids hear sounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
they hear more sounds. They can differentiate between more sounds than adults can.
Mhm.
As the older you get, the fewer sounds you can actually hear and differentiate between.
I believe that.
So, and sadly, English is very varied. It has millions of words. Well, not quite, but very many. But it doesn't have as many sounds as the rest. This is what he told me anyway.
Yeah, see, I would think
So-
I think Mandarin or Cantonese would be the hardest to learn later on because those sound so much alike to me, like shu and
English has
zoo.
less
Yeah, that'd be very
inflection.
difficult.
Yeah.
English has
So
less
when
inflection.
you said Geostrebe, to me it sounds like Geostribe.
I say I don't hear the
You-
difference.
Nah,
But I'm also the one. I'm also the one that
hear
hears.
the
There's a
I'm here. I hear.
It's like.
I hear Yanni Vice Laurel. Like, remember that whole Laurel Yanni thing?
Oh God, yeah.
I hear one of them quite clear, and yet other people are like, no, it's the other one because I'm older and I have low low end hearing loss or high end hearing loss, and so as you get older, you're less likely to hear one or the other. So to me, when you're saying Geostriber, I don't notice a difference.
No. Anyway, that's what a kind of an interesting thing. I have never actually thought about it, but when you were discussing this before with Gil, I remembered that. I mean, and it's probably correct.
Well, that might be true, and that's probably why English is a very difficult second language for people. It's probably easier to learn English early on. Yeah. What's your native language?
Swedish.
Is it German?
Swedish. No, Swedish.
Okay.
Swedish.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started learning English in 4th grade. Added the German in 7th grade, and actually took a class of Japanese once, but I don't remember that. I can say hello.
Go to a Swedish bar up there that has.
Into...
What?
Go ahead,
what, Chesh? I was going to say, there's a Swedish bar up there with my name on a drink, so go have a drink with my name on it. Chesh has got some lag or something.
I guess.
It's VMix. But go ahead, Chesh. You can take it. Go ahead.
I was saying that if I ever have a kid, I'm kicking their ass straight into French immersion. Learn more than one language.
Not French. No.
Latin. I live in Canada.
I should learn Latin. Yeah. Or Chinese. Yeah, Chinese would have been one I would have liked to learn the most. Chinese. I know the things like ni hao ma and then like wo ai ni. That means ni hao ma is like how are you formally or something, and wo ai ni means I love you. I learned a little Tagalog like ilan to na kana paglalan mo, just functional stuff. But those are hard languages.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been enjoying these shows for a long time, so I hope to enjoy them a long time more.
Well, we appreciate that.
Well, I'm gonna read up on everything that's happened with non-sac. I guess I'm gonna
a lot to catch up on. It's slow going.
To catch up on, yeah.
I'm telling you, but it'll happen. I am confident. It's beyond confident. It's just I know it's going to be slow. So.
It's going to be good. I really miss the non-sex show, and so yeah. I wish you all good luck and have fun. By the way, kind of funny. I think I was your Facebook friend number 4,999 or something like that.
well, you know, here's the thing. I actually have. There's actually going to be some inactive accounts, so I'll go back in and I'll get like 10 inactive accounts that I've gone through, and so I'll have like 5,000, and I'll get down to 4,900, then I'll get that 4,088, 4,900 and something. So it fluctuates a lot, but but that's cool that you're like 499.99.
Yeah, I think I was at when you accepted me. So kind of funny.
A lot of those people. I know 1,000 people on my Facebook in real life. I have a lot of actual real life friends that I've known for a very, very long time.
I'm not exactly one of those, but I like your post, so I'm gonna keep myself there as long as possible.
I was gonna keep the Facebook to more of a personal thing, but I didn't. You know what? It just didn't matter. But I have like 2 of my original babysitters that I'm still friends with, like when I was like a toddler. Yeah. So I mean, I have family, friends. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to letting some people with some important stuff to talk. So.
All right. Well, thank you, buddy. We appreciate
on the
it.
Sidelines.
Sounds good.
Have fun. Good to talk to you. Bye-bye.
All right.
So Jay keeps trying to come in and out, but we still have that other caller that's just kind of sitting there.
I think we had Moon, didn't we?
And Ilya is still here, yeah.
Yes.
Moon.
Hi.
Hi, Moon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm lovely. I went to your Discord, by the way. I did sign up. I figured out. Well, I had to go to Dave's Discord first, and Dave helped me out because Dave's the Discord master. And first, he's like, "Steve, what are you doing in Discord?" I said, "Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get to Moon's Discord, and I'm lost." And he guided me. So thank you, David.
Aw, I feel so special that you did that.
Your guys'
told you I
show
would.
the other night or last night was so good. It was so
Thank
funny. I
you.
was late, but you gotta send that dude my way. That dude's hilarious. My God.
We had so much fun. It was so much fun. And this is going to be a regular weekly thing in the Go Forward. So every week on Sundays, it will be the ladies of the shills. And we are going to be ripping new assholes in every incel that we can find.
Very nice.
Oh, that sounds
I-
entertaining.
I-
I saw it come up. I didn't
wanna
get a chance to
bring
watch
that
it.
guy-
But
Oh my God, I want to bring him on the non sequitur and have a conversation with
Who they
him.
have- who are they
let me
ripping
add
on?
him.
Validation boy.
okay, was he actually on the shills, or is this somebody that you just?
Oh,
they were
he did
watching
a
a
video.
I know who he is. He's on YouTube.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did a live stream last week where he
Yeah.
basically went in. He called Bull Bull the non-creator, and
Yeah, he called me a non-creator because he went to my channel and acted. Oh, he's got a few videos, does some instructional.
Yeah,
stuff.
he's like under
Yeah.
double-digit subs, isn't he?
Who,
yeah,
me?
and I am
Yeah,
a
he's running a
land
big creator.
whale
Validation boy.
with a whole lot of degrees, which not even true. And then Amy Hogan is whore matriarch. Dick Dawson is Dick Breath Dawson, and Dead Kennedy in Space is my favorite. He renamed Dead Kennedy Dead Cocksucker in Space. That's the best. But
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
yeah, we just had a fun time dissecting his live stream where he went off on the shills basically, and
My
basically
favorite was that he's named Validation Boy, and then he sat around
Right.
complaining about how everybody wants validation from women.
right.
Yeah, he's got he's got
Just
1.54K
name
if it's
yourself
the right one.
Validation
So
Boy.
he's an actual incel then.
He says
I
he's
think
not an incel.
so.
He acts like an incel, Steve. He acts exactly as you'd expect an incel to act, but he swears up and down he's not, which is just hilarious.
And he says
I
he has a
feel like
girlfriend,
if
but
we
I
ever get
said
him in a
hands don't count.
conversation-
So
I feel like the first time
Why are they so
I-
angry?
like, I feel like
Right.
the first time we ever get a conversation with him, I feel like we need to, the first question I'm gonna ask is, so when was the last time you had sex?
oh
That way
yeah,
we can find out if he's actually an incel or not.
With somebody?
we
Well, I mean,
so
I hear
the-
sex is great. I want to try with a partner one time.
Right. So the ladies' show last night, we broke a few shills records. So Dick and Logical and everybody is super proud of us women for showing up and putting on a great show. And now it's going to be a permanent thing. So we're very excited. We're going to have Vashanti on this Saturday or Sunday. And then I'm trying to talk Chesh into hurrying up and booking a Sunday with us. So
So basically, you're
working on it.
saying
I
what
just-
you're
I
doing.
have
You're
some
doing what
family-
most women do. You're just taking over everything, right? And you're taking over the shills and dominating.
I'm taking over
them,
the
right?
world.
Okay.
I
I will
will
watch
be
it. I
back
just haven't had a
to you
chance
in
to. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hopefully I'll be able to get back to you in a day or two. I just have some family stuff going on, and I gotta make sure that it's not gonna.
Oh yeah,
double book.
yeah. No worries at all. But yeah, I'm just really excited. But I wanted to hop on because I just love you both and wanted to say hi. And I love you,
you too.
Bull. I'm not going to forget you ever. I love you, Bull.
I love you
Check
too.
what about Bull?
But I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to say hello.
All right, darling. You're
All right, I'll talk to
amazing.
you
We
all.
love you. You're the best apple we found. You know that.
Aw. Hey. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Hater.
So I got a
Bye.
question from the live chat that I'm going to take real quick.
Well,
from
we've got another
Intrigue
caller
Feline.
in, so you should wait on that until
It's
we
gonna take
get
two
our
at
other
20
caller
seconds.
dealt with.
It could
Dude,
take
the
20
guy's been
seconds.
waiting the whole time.
Yeah.
It doesn't
All right,
matter.
You want? This
Doesn't
will take
even
20
matter.
seconds, man. It's from Feline. So Intrigue Feline. She wants to be. There's a deductive argument in the description for Puck. Premise 1: all super chats get split with Chesh. Premise 2: Chesh splits her share with Puck. C: super chats for Puck. Is that deductively valid? You could make an argument that
At least a
it is,
portion?
but yeah. Well, I mean, you say all of X is this. This is X. Therefore, X is for that. That's how I would, if you want to make a valid. But is it? Could I actually say that it's deductively valid? Probably not, because its conclusion is saying super chats are for Puck which is true. I mean,
Yeah,
it
it's saying
does
all
follow.
is for Puck, but it's only some is for Puck.
Yeah, but there's only some, right? So P1 is all super chats get split with Chesh. P2, Chess splits her share with Puck. So some of the Super Chat gets split with Puck. So Super Chats for Puck, but they're also still for Chess too. So yeah, I mean, maybe it is deductively valid. I guess so. The feline. Maybe. Yeah. What do you guys think? Is that deductively
Is there
valid?
a special name? Maybe you could ask Ozzy if there's a special name for, arguments that half follow. I don't know.
Half follow.
Well, I would have to say I would have to actually break it down. It would be all of X is all of S for C, all of C for P, all of S for P, and I think that actually would be deductively valid. I will work on that while you talk. So what's it got for us? Because I think I might be able to do this for you, Feline. So one sec.
Oh, hi. I just came in to ask like 2 little questions. Exactly how caffeinated were you in the last 2 days?
Oh God.
You're posting. Yeah. On Twitter, there were a lot of posts happening.
I've been caffeinated.
And 2,
quite
I wanted to ask
frequently
Chesh.
lately.
Oh, yeah. 2, I wanted to ask Chesh if she remembers who Torgo is.
Oh, that sounds.
I'll give you a hint that it has to do
Why?
with Vecna. It has to do with Vecna.
Oh.
Triggering some deep memories of horror.
Oh.
No, last night I didn't get a lot of sleep, so I went on to the channel that you and Dapper are on, where you like watched movies, and I watched you guys watch Manos, The Hands of Fate. It was disturbing, I can say. Nothing made
Do
sense.
you like my theory? Did you like my theory at the end?
Oh, I didn't catch the ending. I fell asleep.
Oh,
It
you
was
gotta
good.
watch the ending. You gotta watch the. I have the best Manos Hands of Fate theory that I think I am confident that it is the best theory out there that exists for Torgo.
Yeah, if nobody knows what we're talking about, it's like one of the weirdest, most disturbing B movies that nobody should ever have known about. But it got
That's
unearthed by
amazing.
Mystery Science Theater.
It's amazing.
Are you talking
It's
about
called
that?
Manos
It's-
Hands of Fate.
Yes, I've seen that one. Oh my gosh. I knew that
It's
sounded
great.
familiar.
It's like it's beautiful, like The Room is beautiful.
Oh my god. My favorite is how that dog is just chilling the whole time. The dog is just like, whatever.
Yeah.
We kind of failed to do something as hosts, and I apologize for the caller. Who can you introduce yourself to the live chat and us, everyone who's watching?
Oh, my name's Al.
Okay.
Hi, Al.
Just Al.
By the way, Al, I did figure it
I
out. It is
recognized you
deductively valid.
immediately,
I did
so I was
the,
just like,
watch
I
it.
know who that is.
Yeah, I knew who it was
Well, that's
too.
cool
But
that it follows.
I knew who
Yeah,
it
it
was
follows.
too. I just figured that I would let him talk. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Al?
Bulls,
Like
you have an unbounded.
Al Rubel?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
By giving the link out for phones, you gave Boole an unbounded variable. It's just like anybody could call in.
What's
Well,
the
I hope you
independent
guys
variable?
have a good
It's
day.
time. Yeah.
I'll get the link
Yeah.
to that. So, because now people are
See ya.
like, what? When did this happen? See you later. Have a good day. Thanks for calling in.
Bye. Thanks. Yep. Okay, so I fixed it.
Yay! Jay is
Yay.
here.
Hi,
Hello.
Jay.
I can hear you guys now. Thank goodness. No, it was my autoplay blocker that was stopping the audio from you guys from coming through. So
Well, good, because we were trying to figure out what what was going on with you.
it was on my side, of course it was.
So what do you
but
got for us?
yes,
First of all, what's
hi.
your accent? What is your accent?
It's an accent that comes from having watched too much TV as a child. I think it's like basically a British received pronunciation sort of accent because I loved BBC as a kid, but I'm actually from Namibia, so people here don't really
You're from
talk
Libya?
like me. Namibia, like the same place
Oh,
that
no,
Lizzie,
Namibia.
that biologist, is from. That you
Oh,
guys have
no,
on?
from Africa. Yeah, Lizzie Lang. So South Africa.
Yeah, I know her.
Oh, do you? She's amazing.
Oh.
We love her.
Yeah, she went to the same university as I did, but I dropped out because I'm too stupid when it comes to math. So
Math is not easy. Yeah, math is one of those things that I regret not learning better growing up. I had to learn later on, and it was probably twice as more difficult had I, not had I buckled down and studied as a kid. I think I would have been a lot better at math than I am now. I mean, I'm proficient, but I guess. But yeah, math is hard.
I wouldn't say that I'm anywhere near proficient. Like my very first year in university, I got a D for basic mathematics. So,
well, if you want to be a biologist, you got to learn math.
Actually, we were just in the same university. I was doing computer science.
That requires math too.
That does.
But yeah.
Anyway, I just really wanted to come in here to say hello to you guys and, just say thanks for entertaining me for hours and hours on end.
Oh, well, that's what we like to do. In fact, that's one of our favorite things to hear. We have two goals: entertain and educate. That's kind of the mission statement that we're going for. We haven't formalized a really formal mission
Steve
statement.
Steve is the education part. I'm the entertainment part.
She sits there and entertains.
Accurate.
Yeah, she's entertaining.
Steve
Well, I
is
mean,
not
if you
as
go to her
entertaining
channel,
as
look
I
at
am.
her art. She's entertaining. Yeah, that's entertainment.
Yeah, no, but I just,
Aesthetics.
I'm not really big on like talking about big topics and debating stuff like that, but I do love listening to other people do it. So I really just wanted to real quick stop by and, just say hi and hope you have a good stream and all that stuff.
Thank you.
Well, thanks.
I don't-
Did you have any
I don't
questions
really-
for us?
Yeah, do you got any questions?
I'm gonna move this. Now people
Wanna
can
know
kind of see
anything?
me a little better.
I hadn't thought to ask you guys any questions, so I feel a bit put on the spot now.
Well, we don't do
Put me on
that.
the spot.
Spotlight. Put it on Jay.
Well,
Spotlight, Jay.
Okay,
Freak him out.
here's one. What's your favorite type of chocolate? Is it milk, dark, or white? That's very important.
Personally, I'm simple. I like milk chocolate, like straight up just regular milk chocolate, creamy milk chocolate.
For me, it
Good man.
depends. If it's just straight chocolate, I like dark chocolate. But if it's like a hot chocolate, I like to do it with milk and alcohol. So if it's any like alcoholic beverage, or
She likes alcohol with everything.
with caramel in it or something like that, then I prefer milk chocolate. Unless it's like a rum candy chocolate, then it needs to be dark.
Ooh, rum
chocolate.
candy is good. Yeah, rum chocolate. Yeah, that is good.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah, that's
picky.
really the only question that I can think to ask of you guys.
I like
right on the
chocolate,
spot,
yeah.
I really like the
So,
white
you know what's funny?
chocolate if it's Lindor. The Lindor white chocolates, those are really good. But if you give
Yeah,
me
no,
like
white
a
chocolate's
good too.
rabbit for like Easter, that's white chocolate. Ugh. Blech.
Somebody had tweeted the other day, and I don't remember who it was, but they were saying that the people going around saying, "Did you give chocolate to dogs?" Do not give chocolate to dogs. Dogs cannot process chocolate because they don't have the enzyme to break chocolate down. It could actually kill them, at least make them very, very sick. Don't give chocolates for dogs. That is actually something that is very true. They lack the enzyme to break down chocolate
Anecdotal?
properly. Chemical in chocolate.
Anecdotal, Huck actually broke into a tub this big and this big around of hot chocolate mix when he was a puppy. Ate almost the entire thing. Did not get sick. Was completely hyper, but did not get ill.
It depends on, like I said, it's a chemical in cocoa, and I don't remember the exact name of the cocoa, that chemical. We had a chemist in here, should have asked him, but he probably would have known.
Yeah, this is a funny story about
Yeah.
Huck. You want to know where that hot chocolate mix was? It was on top of the fridge. He was this big.
How?
Theobromine, is that what it is? Theobromine? Okay. Oh, Chesh, did we lose her audio? Oh, there we go.
What?
Am I still here?
No, I
Sorry,
was just
Yes,
guessing.
you are,
cut out
Jay.
a bit.
Yeah, cut out. I heard cut
Sorry.
out too.
The internet in the whole southern area of Africa is a bit crap right now because the West Africa cable system is broken.
I know. Lizzie always has problems with her internet.
Yep, me too. And I stream on Twitch, so it gets problematic.
Well, we appreciate your call very much. So, like I said, we want to be entertaining,
Yes.
and we want people to watch this and Cheshire's channel, who, by the way, just reached her 4,000 over 4,000 hours, so she's going to be doing monetization.
Yay.
So the reason why we do this is, one, we enjoy it, and two, we want to educate and we want to entertain more than anything else. And I think we do a pretty damn good job of it.
teaching people about how to do art stuff, because a lot of people are like, I don't know how to do art. I couldn't draw a stick person. Yeah, you can. It's not.
No, I.
With
practice, look.
Yeah, you can.
Look, Chesh. There are people all my life said, "Oh, Steve, anybody can sing, anybody can dance, anybody can draw." Bullshit. I am the one guy that cannot sing, cannot dance, cannot draw, and cannot roll my R's. That's it. I cannot do any of those.
As far as I'm concerned, it's not a matter of can or cannot. It's a matter of do or do not. You have to do something enough, or you do not. Yeah, so it's essentially like you could if you decided to dedicate a lot of time to it. However,
I don't think I could.
Because it doesn't come naturally to you, the amount of time you have to dedicate to being good at it is higher than if you are better at it naturally.
But my dad did architectural work. I didn't get any of that genetic talent.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a matter of practice makes perfect if you have a small amount of talent already.
Yeah, I think you have to have a sense of talent first.
I usually attribute talent to just how quickly you learn something and how much time it takes for you to do something, not whether or not you can or cannot, outside of like straight up physical limitations. So like I'm not really ever going to be able to play, like I can play basketball and I can do well at basketball, but I'm not going to be slam dunking left, right, and center, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but Chesh, you and I, we do have to learn Bollywood. So when Manya gets married, we have to go do a Bollywood dance at her wedding, which I would give that a shot.
I can dance. Give that a shot. I took dance in high school. Yesterday.
Yeah, it's funny. My dad had this really cool trick that he used to do. It used to mesmerize me as a child. He would draw circles, and he would just draw circles, and it would be perfect. A line of circles. They would have the same height, the same displacement, and he would do it freehand. I was always amazed by that because I could not do that with my life pendant. He used to draw cartoons. He used to do plastic molding where he would make these things out of plastic and design art for that. He would do acrylic. So yeah, he was pretty talented.
Yeah, it's part of like if you're a cartoonist and people get amazed that you're able to draw this cartoon on a chalkboard, or you do it on a piece of paper at a con and you sign it for them, and people are, wow, how did you do it? Oh, well, I've drawn this character 50 billion times, and they're pretty simple and straightforward when it comes to cartooning, so
Yeah, for you.
Well, it's like playing piano, right? If you're playing a piano or you're playing an instrument, it's muscle memory.
Yeah, I can play a little piano. For at least,
right. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go, but I just want to say thanks again for all of the hours of entertainment that you guys have given me, and I'm hoping for a whole lot more in the future. So you guys have a good stream, and goodbye.
Thank you. We're working on it. Like I said, slow going, man. It is slow going, but things were turning. We're making progress.
Hello.
Hello.
New caller. Who dis?
Hi. Well, this is your secret caller for the day. I wanted to chime in and be Mr. Secret Man and join your thread here just a tad. I was calling because I thought, I wonder whether or not these guys just like dwell on category errors when they run into problems, or whether or not they're like caught into some formal constraints when they think about philosophy.
Is this Michael?
Michael, how dare you? How dare you accuse me of being Michael correctly, Steve? This
good guess,
thing,
right?
You
gotta admit, dude, that was a pretty damn good guess, wasn't it?
Well, I figured, hey, my it's a signature intro kind of. No, yeah, you did good, Steve. I thought I'd chime in. I've been trying to get some airtime with you.
Nobody knows who you recognize. You do realize that nobody here knows who you are except for me. This is why I knew who you. I recognized your voice and what you were trying to say.
Right. Well,
you want to tell me who you are?
I am Michael. Das Spook, Michael.
Das Spook.
So
Old school.
on the tubes, DOSPOOK. But so Steve,
And how long have I known you,
was
Michael?
hitting these. You can call me Michael. You can call me.
Yeah,
you
no,
can
I
call
know.
me whatever. You can call me.
How long have we known each other?
At least what, four-ish years, maybe around there, off and on,
I'm going to
back
push
and
it
forth
to
a
5
little
probably, but yeah. Okay.
Let's see
All
there.
right, so what you got, man?
Well, look, I know that one time we were kind of going back and forth, and I was thinking about that, and I was coming in on Discord with people in terms of the dialetheism, right? Because one guy from England, he said, now how do you prove that this is the dominant paradigm over the histories of formal logic? How is this proved out, bared out? And I thought, well, I was trying to talk to him about triparts. Like, look, you got epistemology, you got ontology, you got phenomenology. And I was kind of trying to bounce some of this off of him, right, as an initial thing. And he's like, well, give us an example of something that's dialetheistic. And I said, okay, well, imagine that I brought you and I pointed to a silhouette of a car on a hill at night, and I kind of asserted as a referent that car was red, right? And so see if you can follow me on this, right, Steve? And so the whole idea is that the truth or the falsity of the matter from your point of view, if I brought you and I pointed to that, is based on your trust of me, right? Let's say you can't actually clarify what that car is, right? So it's different than the Bachelor scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
you read
anyway,
my blog
point
on that,
is,
right? Did you read my blog on
what's that?
dialetheism? I wrote a blog on that, dialetheism and persistent logic, just
I know
showing
you
that
did.
there.
I read your blog. I read your blog.
So
but
I actually showed you could
what
actually
I
have a married
was
bachelor.
this is that it's not like the situation isn't buried, right? Like you haven't buried it, you haven't stuck a stake in it. I think you're left at part way, Steve. I think there's room to move, migrate in this.
I was just trying to explain to people that there are ways of using logic to show that you can have something like a married bachelor. In classical logic, you can't, but in paraconsistent or dialetheism, where you have the ability to have logic without principle of explosion with true contradictions, then you can actually have something along those lines. And so that's actually fine to do that. There are reasons why, as you pointed out, and why you have paraconsistent logics, why you have certain types of logical frameworks that allow for true contradictions. Yes.
Right, and what I was bringing out was the idea of a never disambiguated state, like a never disambiguated state, and but I was also the reason I wanted to call was kind of like okay, so let's say you're talking to somebody about a true contradiction, and then they said, well, let's try to employ the principle of explosion, right? Let's try to employ it. And then they say so, and then to me, there's a Bayesian analysis of what their answers are. So if you say any variable can suffice as the x not x variable, meaning we're going to say x equals not x, therefore any not x can suffice as the variable. And then they say like dogs, cats, and they start naming off variables. At that point, I thought there's a data set there, right, of what people claim as what they would claim to fill in as the variable for the principle of explosion. I don't know why I'm bringing that up to you. I just thought, hey, I'd join in.
I'll tell you what I do, Michael. I'll tell you what I do, Michael, because this is going way over most people's heads. How about I get with you? We'll find the logician and we'll bring you on with that. And discuss those things. By the way, because people don't know what the principle of explosion
And then
is.
ask a philosopher about it.
Yeah, ask a philosopher, but because I think that's more.
I need to do it, but I need to organize it step by step and hit the topics proper. I was just coming in because I said, boom, hey, I'm just going to give them a call. You guys are talking about art. I kind of know I'm not even going to talk about art, even though I'm doing art, and they just kind of come in sideways with this. But bring me on, just even as a background feature. Bring on a logician. I can maybe just kind of interject, and then the points can be painted out. Because I think the whole domain needs to be like covered more thoroughly, more expansively, and we can talk about semantics and semiotics and relationships to reference and kind of like fetter through this, kind of work through the formalism of logic. That's what I'm hoping to do. What's that?
I'm going to ask about you personally, though. You doing okay? You been okay?
I'm dandy. Everything's
awesome.
been fabulous. Except for I lost 4 games of chess yesterday. Anyway,
Well,
I'm not going to go into that.
try to
I'll
play
let you
Red's
get back
Rhetoric.
to your
You
thing,
probably
Steve.
did better than Reds
Let me try to
did.
set something
Yeah.
up. What's that?
Yeah, you can at least win to Reds. Reds can't play chess with a damn. But
I need see that's
yeah,
the thing.
well,
I should be in a group chat with Reds and Cheshire
Right.
and you, just
Yeah,
sitting in the
talk about
background,
Hurricanes
not
and
like the
logic.
main theme.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
And okay, we'll have a good one. Take care.
And
I'll talk
Ozzy,
to you
yeah.
later, Steve. See you,
Yeah.
Cheshire.
All right, thanks,
Sure.
bud. So, Chess, do you know what the principal explosion even is? Probably not, right?
Hell no,
it's
I don't know
confusing.
shit.
Principal explosion is
all I
basically
heard
if you allow
was
for
you
contradictions,
said
you
that you
can prove anything.
Yeah, you were saying that as long as you're allowed to have contradictions, and I'm like, well, if you're allowed to have contradictions, then anything goes. So who cares?
Yeah, that's principal explosion. Yeah, if that literally there are types of logic that don't have principal explosion that allows for certain types of things like contradictions. But obviously in classical, if you have a contradiction in classical logic, you can prove anything. That's called the principle of explosion. But yeah, I know a lot more people than people realize. That's why I even heard. I just know by the voice. A lot of people, and I'm glad they come around every so often. I'm glad that we get a lot of callers that you may not be familiar with, because we get a lot of the same people, which because we have a very tight knit community, and I love that. But there's also people been around that I've known for a very long time, and it's nice to hear other voices every so often. But all right, who else we got, Dave? Anybody?
Nobody. Just
all right. So I'm gonna put it. We're done. You know what? I'm gonna put it out there one more time, so if people want to call in, and then we'll start wrapping it up. Maybe, I guess. So
we should probably take questions from the chat directly.
We can do that too.
Because not everybody's gonna be able to call in. So if you have any questions in the chat, do it now and tag Steve or me.
Yeah, tag is easier because when you tag it, obviously it highlights, and so it's easier. My Finnish Journey tagged me, and she says there's such a thing as a married bachelor. The movie came out in 1941. Yeah, no, like I said, if you go to www.greatdebatecommunity.com, I have a blog post that's called something like Married Bachelors or something like that, and I explain. And by the way, I totally took it from Stanford Encyclopedia. It wasn't my argument, but I just took Stanford's argument and I just kind of simplified it so people could understand a case where you would have a married bachelor without principle of explosion. Mr. Serious asked, did I catch any cool fish? Yeah, I was actually doing pretty well fishing today, but then I went to like one of the lakes that suck, and then I got disappointed. So, but I got some new gear. What, Chesh? I see Chesh moving, but can you hear her?
It was me. I didn't unmute myself.
Okay.
I was thinking that maybe if we're done early today, maybe I'll go and play some more Portal.
Yeah, I'm going out with my daughter tonight. She was been in Riverside, so she's back in town, and we couldn't go out for my birthday, so I am later on tonight going to spend time with my kid. How's awesome that?
Jay says they've got another question. I do actually have another question aside from the chocolate one. Also, certain toilet paper, over or under?
That's a given, dude. I really need to address that. There's only one correct answer here. Toilet paper is supposed to go over. Period. Anybody who says otherwise, you're objectively wrong, and you're doomed to hell.
No, Steve is wrong. Anybody who has an animal knows that Steve is wrong and why Steve is wrong.
It's over. Can we boot Chesh? No. Is it too late to boot her? Who the hell puts toilet paper under? It's over.
If you put toilet paper so that it rolls this way outwards, so it either rolls, if you have it so that it's going and pulling down from the back rather than pulling down from the front, and if you have an animal, they will paw at it and it won't come down. That's why.
I don't have to worry about that. I don't have an animal, so over is the correct answer.
No.
That's okay. Cheshire likes pineapple pizza. Okay, she thinks that's legit, so don't trust her for much of these things. I don't know. Didn't you like pineapple? Oh, you're in my camp. Pineapple. I'll eat pineapple on pizza, but it's.
There was one time that I had pineapple on pizza that I really liked it, but that was in a very specific pizza place, and it was very specific fresh pineapple and fresh baked pizza. So the pizza,
makes a difference,
the pineapple didn't like leak into everything, and because that's usually what's gross about pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
What can those that want to help Non Sequitur Show do when the show is back in Steve's control to help get things back on track?
You know what? We have some plans in action. We have some things. We're not going to be going over them quite yet, but ask that question maybe a few weeks or so. Yeah, but eventually. No, I mean, like I said, I'll eat Hawaiian pizza. Don't get me wrong, but there has to be some things to it. Like Cheshire said, it has to be really good fresh pineapple. I like
You have to do
weird
it right.
pizzas. Like for example, my favorite types of pizza are I've had goat cheese pizza, really good. I like Alfredo type sauces. I like spinach and feta cheese pizza.
I was gonna
That's the
say
best.
spinach feta Alfredo. Yeah,
That's the best.
But
That is my
there's,
favorite all-time pizza with the white sauce.
most pizza places do not know how to do pineapple pizza because they're not using fresh pineapple and they're using like pineapple that's been like sitting and soaking, so it's like juicy in a bad way.
Yeah, so I think the answer to the toilet paper question is that it's over unless you have animals. Then you're allowed to go under. How's that? We'll compromise.
I think. Okay, I guess. I think
Work with me
that's
here.
For how to help out with Non Sequitur, I would say once it's running again, tell everybody. Once we've got it back and running again, tell everyone, let everyone know, and do not resubscribe until we say so. Even if
we've got
says,
dozens of
I
people
have
that
it
were.
back, do not go back to it until we come on and say, okay, we're good. Let's go, because we don't want people to jump the gun. Wait until we give the word to, we're good to go. And then not, Steve being like, oh, hey, no, I got the channel back. No. Wait till we make an announcement.
We'll let you know.
Contain the calamity. And other than that, just hit us up with, and put us in touch with communities that you think would also be interested in touching on, or if we want to talk about incels again, or if we want to talk about, I don't know, people who think the earth is hollow.
We've reached out to a lot of communities and a lot of people. We're going to be making a whole PR thing eventually, and also I have a meet and greet next month with Reasons to Believe. They want to help us out as well, so we got some connections.
Yeah, but if you guys have any connections, let us know, because that's always going to be helpful. And on top of it, if you guys have anything that you would like to see, we can actually start looking into it now to see if we can get sort of an in on those communities and see if there's anybody worth talking to or who wants to come on and talk to us about, like, the weirder parts of the internet, the stuff like that.
You know what they could do now, Chesh? You know what they could do now? And by the way, yes, I actually, somebody had mentioned the Mexican pizza for Taco Bell, which is not really pizza, but they are good. I did used to like those little Mexican pizzas you get from Taco Bell. Man, those are just scrumptious. Love those. But here's what you can do. Help promote this channel and Cheshire's channel and anything that Dave is doing. So like the shills, he's producing the shills. He's helping out Pimp Monk. Just share the links, like, subscribe. The more you share the links, the more it gets out there. So when we do go get ready for Non Sequitur and stuff like that, we're already going to have people ready to go, because this channel, I've never really promoted the hell out of this channel at all, but maybe I need to start promoting it, because the more subs I get for this channel, that could be converted over to Non-Sec. Cheshire, the same thing. When she's growing and she gets monetized, she can convert that to Non-Sec, and then Non-Sec can help her channel out. So one big happy, rise. What is it? The rising tide lifts all boats kind of thing. So, and the shills too. So help promote the shills. Is it going to help promote us?
Yeah. So if you guys promote us and share the videos, and go check out older videos if you haven't seen them.
We have a last minute caller.
Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is my unfinished journey.
Hey, what's up? Hey, bud.
And the first thing I wanted to say is, Steve, I'm not a chick.
I know that. I am aware of this. Other people were confused there. That wasn't me.
You told me she earlier.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I get confused. But no, I knew that. I actually knew that. Yeah.
So how are you?
So what you got for us?
Oh, I just wanted to briefly shoot the shit with y'all. Been a long-time fan. The first episode of the Non Sequitur show that I saw was the Kent Hovind No Show, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
you know what's funny is Kent's making the rounds again, dude.
yeah,
I mean, he probably will come back on eventually, if I would want to. I just don't know if.
I would rather talk to his son.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm friends with Saitan, and I've asked Saitan, hey, does Eric ever want to come on? He's not interested. I've talked to Eric a couple times. He's been on the channel before, my channel, but if I really kind of pushed it, I'd be like, hey, Sai, just can you make this happen for us? He probably would, because Sai likes my channel, but Eric's really not interested because I don't think Eric believes his own BS, right? And so there's nothing advantageous for him to come on, and I don't even know if Kent believes his own BS. I don't think he does, but Kent is so egotistical that he does it for his own, arrogant, narcissistic personality. Because the dude is straight up like he thinks he is the king shit. I mean, he has a workforce that work for free for him, for God's sake.
He does. That's how he fucked up his interview or his debate or discussion he was having with Erica with Dapper Dino. He was having a discussion with her, and he underestimated her. Probably because she's a woman, and she just cleaned the floor with him.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. He's so dishonest that it doesn't really matter. He'll take any kind of a negative thing and try to use it as advantageous to him. Like, for example, if you beat him in debate, he won't ever recognize that. What he'll say is, oh, look at these evil atheists that are, not understanding simple things like dogs have dogs. He'll just turn it into some kind of
we gotta
really
get the
ridiculous
show popular
way
enough
of
that we can pull on Ben
saving
Shapiro.
face.
Yeah.
I would have Ben Shapiro on. Yeah,
I would bring on Ben Shapiro.
I mean, I don't
That'd be
agree with him on
hilarious.
anything, but I would have him on.
I would want to know. I would have a question for him, and my question would be, who are you going to sell your house to when it's 10 feet underwater?
In Florida. That was pretty funny. Did he ever respond to that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Not that
I remember that when he said something along the lines of, well, climate change, you're in Florida, just sell your home. And I'm like, well, yeah, but who are you going to sell it to?
Exactly.
I thought that was funny.
You're not going to be able to sell shit in Florida if it gets to that point.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the coastline, the average elevation for Florida is like 1 inch above sea level. So if the tides rise, you're going to lose a hell of a lot of coastline for Florida. Matter of fact, you're probably going to lose most of the state.
You might
sorry, Dave. You're going to get washed away one day.
You might have Orlando, but you wouldn't have St. Petersburg.
Tampa's gone. But yeah, Million Finished Journey. Do you want to have a discussion with Kent one of these days, man? It's like, why bother?
No,
I mean,
I can think of.
I wouldn't want to.
I can think of more useful things to do with my time, like clean the bugs off my headlights and.
Yeah, it's the same shtick over and over again. I am convinced, and somebody probably should try this one of these days. And try to do it randomly. Take a random debate that Kent has had. Go to any point in that debate where he's talking. Take a clip, and I bet you can apply it to any other debate that he's ever done.
There is no way the Angel Initiative women would come and talk to us. It's true.
Oh, I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm not putting anything out of the realm of possibility.
Oh no! If they'll do it, I'm totally down. I want to talk to Paul and Morgan for sure. We gotta get Paul and Morgan.
But that's fine. Yeah, I don't
I
get
just
that
want to
whole
have. They
Paul
seem
Morgan
like
thing.
chill people who would be fun to have a conversation.
What's next? Girl to
with.
Find? You want to go after Girl to Find?
I don't know about them. They don't seem like they'd be able to have a conversation. They seem more of like the people that we make videos and we can't really exist outside of videos. Like them and Jimmy are like made for each other. They just make videos back and forth. They can't handle live discussion.
That's why I don't bother with any of that stuff.
I would do the Angel Initiative. It's not bad if that's what you do. It's not a bad thing. They seem to be in that pocket where they have to make videos. They can't really do live stuff.
Let's get Jamie from the Angel Initiative. I would love that. Is that Rachel? Hi.
Yeah. Do you want to say hi? Hi.
Hi, Rachel. You're live on the main channel, Rachel.
Yeah. Who are you talking to? Everyone.
The entire internet.
The entire internet.
Like thousands of people. Well, we'll be eventually thousands of people, but.
That's all. Okay. Well, yeah, it's because they're coming through my headset. Because why would they not be? Hello. Do you, no, it's fine. Do you just want to take over the show? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, you want co-host for a minute? Chesh, go away. Let your sister co-host for a minute. Let's see how well she does. Let's do a screen test for her. I ask her some questions about Ken Hovind. She'll be like, who?
Pay Money Wubby? Who's that?
Who? Yeah,
Somebody
Rachel's
said
everybody's
that
crush. We get it.
I think I'm gonna go.
Somebody
Do
said-
you want me to close down the meets roll so we don't get any more callers, or should we leave it open?
What about Chesh? I think we're done for calls, or?
I'm fine with being done for calls. It's all good.
Okay.
Somebody said interview Pay Money Wubby and review his last shows. I don't know who that is.
I
Who
don't
is
know who that
that?
is either.
Steve
I have
already
no
fishing
idea.
for a younger chick.
Oh no, Rachel's my internet. Hey, Rachel already said she is my my internet crush. She knows it. She's everybody's internet crush, so it's fine. It's acceptable.
Except that she's
She's not as
15.
talented as Chess to do these kind of things, so unfortunately she could never actually be a co-host.
thanks.
But you know, well, you are more talented than she is when it comes to this,
Oh.
obviously.
Oh, apparently Pay Money Wubby is the person who interviewed the Angel Initiative.
But I tell you what, if
I
you ever wanted
remember
to
that.
rock climbing, I think that your sister would probably be better at rock climbing, diving, and that kind of stuff.
We used to rock climb when we were kids, and I kicked the shit out of her. So give me a little bit of
You
practice,
just be,
and we'll see.
You're always kicking the crap out of her. I mean, you Cheshire, legit. She took her sister's head and just slammed it on the concrete. I mean, that's just cold, man. Cold.
I
She
mean,
hasn't-
at
her
least I
sister
didn't
hasn't been
knock
the
her
same
onto
since.
Floor. It was a concrete wall.
Yeah.
I'd be down to have,
Manya, yeah, Manya's our
uh,
internet crush
Leon.
too. Yeah, Manya's everybody's crush. We get that. That's fine. But yeah, no, we'll try. We'll try for the like I said, I would love to have the Asian Initiative on. That would be like awesome. But see, I know a lot of people that I like to have on, but we haven't really done anything like to get them on this channel because I don't want to do that on this channel.
We have to wait.
We've been saving it.
Yeah, we're stuck.
Yeah, we've been saving it for non-sec. But the wheels of justice have been so slow, but they are turning. It'll happen. Somebody had asked earlier, where are we at? Very simple. All we're doing is waiting for the judge to dismiss Kyle's nonsense and then sign the order to show cause why he failed to comply. That's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Yeah.
Biff
His motion
Sanders.
to vacate is going to get denied.
Biff Sanders
Right.
to do an interview with him. Apparently a faith healer.
Yeah.
You want me to interview a faith healer, or do you want them to come on non sequitur and talk about faith
Those would be
healing?
fun. I want to
mean,
get some faith healers on. I want to get some tarot card readers and readers and astrologists, and those would be fun too.
Yeah, and I think it'd be fun to bring one of the faith healers on to talk to Winger.
Ooh, Kip Winger, the guy from Winger.
No, Mike?
Oh, Mike Winger.
Twitter?
Oh, I know Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Mike.
He's got me
Mike
blocked.
would come
He's
on.
had me blocked since I joined Twitter, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
No, Mike would come on. I know
I think
Inspiring
it'd be
Philosophy
fun.
wants to come back on. He wants to help us out, and Cameron, Capturing Christianity, he wants to help out. So, super chat.
Lord Loki for 2. I don't know what CHF is though. For the next coffee, assuming it's cheaper
know
than
either.
in CH.
I don't know. Let's look. It is congestive
I've
heart
never
failure.
seen.
Currency. I don't know.
Hey.
It was a Swiss franc. It's a Swiss franc. That's what it is.
Oh, very cool.
That's new. Well, I don't recognize it, so we're not very cultured around here. Yeah, I would have Kraus on again. Like I said, we have a lot of people that we want. We've already have a little thing going of other people that we want as a guest list. It's just we have to wait. So what are you going to do, right? I can't
we'll
speed up
do-
the wheels of justice.
What I would say is what we'll do is we'll make announcements on this channel and on Red's Rhetoric's channel and on a few other channels that we've got the show back. But look out for Red's doing a live stream on his channel, deleting all of the mods. And then before you resub, wait and keep an eye out because all of us will probably announce the first show and then just everybody come back and sub for the first show.
Yeah. Something along
Try
those
and get
lines sounds
Jesse Lee
good to
Peterson
me.
on again.
Oh yeah,
I would
Jesse Lee will
love-
come back on.
Jesse Lee will come back. He's a good guy, actually. It's all an act, got people. It really is.
You're convinced of that, aren't you?
Oh yeah, he's not that stupid.
I don't know, man. He seems pretty legit to me. I mean, he might be a little bit over the top acting, but I think deep down, I think that's it. He actually believes what he believes. I don't think he's like putting on too much of a front.
Oh, I'm not saying
I could be wrong.
I'm not saying he's not rooted in his beliefs. I'm saying he plays to his audience.
He plays a character.
He plays
well, to a degree, yeah. He's entertaining. I got to admit, Jesse Lee Peterson is entertaining. When you're talking to him, you actually feel entertained. I don't know why, because you never know what he's going to say. It's just he's just a character, you know. Yeah, we can't wait for the first show either, Mr. Serious, but
we've got a lot of stuff in the background in the works, and like everybody's talking to a lot of people to try and figure out what we should do and who we should do it with and who we can get to come back. And I'm sure King Crocodile would come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I want to do a discussion on Non Sequitur with King Crocodile and Dapper Dino.
Yeah, we just unfortunately, you know, I had a lot of things that I wanted to do for this channel, but I've always been saving it for the Non Sequitur show, and so we're just kind of keeping stuff on this show, like the Caffeine Corner, Ask a Philosopher, DEFCON 1 Science, Rum and Coke Nights. We're going to be doing that, but the guest stuff, I don't want to do like debates, like my modern debate stuff. I don't really care for those. And I'll watch them, but that's not what I'm going for. I was never a big fan of debates to begin with. I like the discussions. So we're going to be doing more like the Non Sequitur type stuff, which doesn't actually have those debates. Now, it might be a flat earth type stuff, but we're going to take a different approach, I think, than let's just like
and I think we might end up with a little bit of. I like the approach of state your case, now have a discussion. Exactly.
Thank you. What she said. You hear that? What she said? That's what I like. Two people having here's your case, not one person going, I'm going to throw all this stuff your way, and the other person goes, I don't believe you. You know, I want two people to make really good arguments with each other, but have a conversation with a bunch of other people why they think their arguments are good. I think those are much more entertaining types of discussions.
I am convinced that Helios hates me and is racist against goblins because he just said that he wants to see me and Catfish Man have a discussion.
The incel guy?
Yeah. And my infinite fury, yes, you can still make I am non-sec video.
What was the Catfish guy that changed his position? Was that Gigacell or Sergeant something?
That was Gigacell.
That was Gigacell, okay.
Yeah.
So there's hope. People do change positions. I mean, we have had influence on people. People that
he was
actually
still socially
no longer
awkward as hell, but he did change his position.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know that we've had positive influence. I get messages all the time. People have gone back to college. People have started reading up on philosophy. I had a guy the other day message me, hey, I want to learn philosophy. What book do you recommend to read? That kind of stuff. By the way, I'll tell you, weird, but I think the best book that I've ever read to kind of introduce yourself into philosophy, it's not even a book necessarily about philosophy, but I recommended to him Flatland by George Abbott. You ever read that? And he loved it, by the way, but read Flatland because Flatland opens up your mind to understanding things about higher dimensions, and it's a brilliant book. Yeah. Ooh.
Blow your mind.
Wait,
it's
true.
It's true. It's true.
Did you never read Flatland?
No.
By Edwin Abbott.
I'm a goblin.
Yeah. Edwin Abbott. They can have it translated. Yeah. But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted on that. Like I said, as soon as we find things out, we tell you guys. But I'm going to tell you right now, all we're waiting for is just his motion to be denied, and then find out why he hasn't complied with the court order. Which is, again, it's going to happen.
I would have no problem having Validation Boy on. I would love nothing more than to have a discussion with him. It will be glorious. Glorious. However, it wouldn't be a debate.
We'll make it happen. My finished journey says Flatland rocks, right, dude? I know Flatland is one of the best books out there to kind of like start thinking about things in non-linear, non-3-dimensional or 2-dimensional way. So, all right, well, we are coming up to our 90-minute mark, so I think that's about the time we're going to wrap up. Jess, this was fun. I like these call-in things.
I like the call-in shows. We always get lots of good ideas, and we always get to work on figuring out what the hell we're gonna do next. And these almost feel like Patreon hangouts.
Yeah, but I did Patreon hangouts for a while, like on the weekends, and I don't really do them because the reason why is I love my Patreons, and I do update my Patreon stuff, and I talk to them, and anybody who messages me on Patreon, I do try to get back to them, so they have like instant access. But I find that there's really nothing that I'm going to tell Patreons that I won't tell the public people anyway. So I want people to be Patreons because they like the topics. I don't want Patrons to think they're going to get something like super special. Because I don't pay to play, and I don't like the whole money grab stuff. Like I've told people that have joined, become members, I'm never going to set this to members chat, right? And I mean, maybe if a whole bunch of people come over and start, trolling.
Yeah,
but
the
I
best thing
mean,
on my
never
Patreon
from money
is
grab.
the best thing that I've got on Patreon is that you basically get guaranteed a commission slot, and you get one commission that is like cheaper than you would get it otherwise.
That works for you. I think that's great.
Yeah, and then the only other thing that's there is you get access to essentially my library. So if there's any art that you've seen that I've done in the past, you basically get a digital copy of if you want it.
And she shows feet.
Let me know that you want it.
And she shows feet. Patreon feet.
Steve, why?
I don't know. I guess that's what people want. I don't understand it. I told you I don't understand the foot fetish thing. I don't get it. I've heard rumors of why it works. I something in the brain. But to me, it's really creepy, man. No, bad Chesh. Don't do that. That just freaks me out, man. I'm so not a foot person, All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Appreciate it. Like I said, join.
We got one more super chat that I don't think got read.
Are we gonna super chat?
Lord Loki for another $2 said, Steve, another $2 because Flatman Land is awesome.
It really is. It is a very good book. But I do appreciate the people that become members. You get the little green thing, and you get to avoid slow mode, which is awesome. So a couple bucks a month. There you go.
And then go check out my channel.
We'll be doing a lot of stuff on this channel. Don't worry. Yay! All right, Dave, you got anything that you're going to be doing you want to wrap us up with? You got the shills or anything else you want to shill out for?
Well, of course, as usual, we do have the silly shill shows on Friday and Saturday. And, of course, Ilya's new show, The Uncalled For, is what it's called. It's a little play on words.
You're producing that too?
Yeah, I produced that one. That was the one from yesterday. And in general, of course, Petmonk is still doing his thing. I'm working on something with Landon for him. And in time, of course. In time.
Yeah, congratulations on that gig, by the way.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when Ansgar left that it was because of me, and I asked him. He said, "No, it's not because of me. It's not because of anything me, Steve, or anybody else did."
Oh no, it's totally because of me, dude. Don't you know? I get what I want, and I'm taking over in time. God damn it! Don't you know? Yeah, that was weird.
I'm looking forward to seeing who they get as their
that narrative.
Host.
I'm like, what?
I hope they get like Sweet or Manya if they've got the time, because I would love to see one of them on In Time. That'd be great. Yeah.
Well, I think I've got a really good idea for somebody to come on from In Time. But yeah, I think that Sweet to come on would be amazing. Manya is always a fun guest. I think they have a lot to offer. So yeah, but he needs somebody like for like a permanent co-host. Just kind of like Ansgar that understands
who's got the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
They need somebody who's got the time for In Time. And I mean, like, it's just like there's a lot of great people I think that can be suggested for the slot. It's just a matter of finding somebody who's got the time to dedicate to it, because it is a lot. It is a lot. I would almost recommend that they should have 4 hosts, because then you have specialization between those 4. So if there's like breaking news going on, you have this person and this person. And then if this is happening, then it's this person and this person. So that way 2 people aren't trying to do everything. And you turn it into a little bit more of like a news center, where you end up with like how you don't have the same person doing sports as you do being an anchor, and you have a different person on location. Like you have a team rather than, but it would take time to build up to that. That's not like a right now thing.
Absolutely. But you know what? I think Nick's got good plans, and I wish him the best. He does the Ask a Philosopher on this channel, so we're going to continue doing that. But yeah, we're definitely going to be supporting In Time, and I hope to support Ankar's solo enterprises as well, because he's doing some stuff on his own, so that's cool. But yeah, his leaving had nothing to do with any of us. Contrary to what these idiots try to say, is I don't sit there and go, oh, I want to be a co-host on In Time. No, never. Not my thing. I don't know anything about the news to that level that Nick does. I would be a shitty co-host for him, and I would never want to be a co-host on In Time like that. I mean, maybe for a special episode, but no permanent thing. No way. I'd feel like so out of place, because I mean, Nick does an amazing job in the news. I mean, he sits there and he researches these things for hours before shows, and the dedication that man has, I don't have the wherewithal for that. I have enough on my plate trying to get things ready for the stuff that I do, right? So
the news is hard, especially things like politics, just because there's a lot of there's more than one thing going on. So you have to dive into a story, you actually need to find the initial story. Then you have to find out who's involved in the story and what their history is. And then you have to find out if they've been involved with anything else. And then like all the inter circles. It's like a gigantic Venn diagram that has lines everywhere on it. It's like that crazy meme where he's got all the strings attached on the thing behind him.
We should do one of those boards one of these days.
Oh, and also on In Time, Mikey Fammon's new show on Thursdays evening.
Stitch in Time.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey, we love Mikey.
Stitch in Time. So yeah.
Mikey is great. Go watch Mikey's stuff. Mikey's fantastic.
Mikey's amazing.
Get a shout out. He does not get shout out enough. Go check out Mikey. He's We the Deviants on Twitter. Go find him. He's amazing. Your goblin overlord master has commanded it. I have spoken.
Smog Army.
Go
Smog Army.
Mikey.
Unite. All right.
Smoblins.
With that, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this. Again, I want to thank my members. I want to thank the people that got Chesh to over 4,000 views. One last super chat, and then Dave, take us out.
Exploratory Minds Project for 5, who is also awesome if you want to check out
some of their
stuff. We're hoping they're going to come on. Hopefully they're going to be coming on Non Sequitur as well. Kudos on another cool Caffeine Corner.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you, Exploratory Minds. Bye, all.